Shalom to the elect of Israel. Got to give our praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rekah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well, and the sincere salutation to all the Akim pushing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, waking up the hope for the elect. Shalom to the Akwaf who are listening and learning. I'm Isaiah, coming into another lesson in truth about diligence. The title of this lesson, The Fear of the Lord Keeps Us Diligent. The fear of Yahweh or Yahweh Shai keeps us diligent. When you come into the truth, there's no time for playing games, wasting time. It is about pushing the truth. Okay? Stand diligent for Yahweh or Yahweh Shai. And the fear of the Lord keeps you diligent. This is Proverbs chapter 1, verse 7. The fear of the Lord Yahweh is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. So the fear of Yahweh is the beginning of wisdom and knowledge. This is Proverbs chapter 9 and verse 10, and it reads, The fear of the Lord Yahweh is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. So when you come into this truth, you understand that the fear of Yahweh makes you diligent, man. Okay, your faith makes you do the works. Because faith without works is dead. But first and foremost, your faith. And when you will not waste time or put off from day to day. Because the Lord tell you that put not off day to day, man. Put not off the day of the Lord. Okay? This is in season and out of season. Diligently seeking the Lord constantly. So I'm gonna go to 2 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 2. And it reads, Preach the word, be instant in season, and preach the word, be instant in season, out of season. Reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. So you must be instant, man, in season, out of season. Don't matter what type of weather it is, it don't matter, man. What you got going on, you're supposed to be pushing this gospel 110%, man. Okay? You're supposed to be on fire, man. Matter of fact, I'm going to read that. This is Revelation. Revelation chapter 3, and verse 15. In fact, let me grab my other sword. Revelation chapter 3 and verse 15, and it reads, I know that works because he watched everything that we do. I know that works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou wert cold or hot, meaning cold or hot, not in between. So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. So you either going to be on fire for this truth or you're going to be cold. Ain't no in between. The Lord said if you lukewarm, he's going to spew you out of his mouth, man. Meaning he don't have time for brothers to be lukewarm. You're either going to be on fire constantly or you're going to be cold. The Lord requires you to be on fire. Ain't no time to be lukewarm, man. You're supposed to be diligent in this truth. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 8 and verse 7. The point of this lesson, man, it's just diligence, man. The fear of the Lord keeps you diligent, man. 2 Corinthians chapter 8, verse 7. And it reads, therefore, as ye abound in everything, in faith and in utterance and knowledge, and all diligence, and in your love to us, see that ye abound in this grace also. So the point was talking about in diligence, man. Being diligent. So I'm gonna read it again in my other sword. But some of my pages, I've been using this sword here so long, my pages are falling away. 2 Corinthians 8 and 7. Again, it reads, therefore, as ye abound in diligence and in your love to us, see that you abound in this grace also. Because we got a grace, man. We got a grace period, okay, to get right with Yahweh while Yahweh Shai. You got that grace period. Now this is 2 Peter 1 and 5. And it reads, and besides this, giving all diligence, add to your faith virtue, and to your virtue knowledge, and to knowledge temperance, and to temperance patience, and to patience godliness, and to godliness brotherly Salakia. Pages stuck together. Wow. So it say, and to godliness brotherly kindness, and to brotherly kindness charity. Giving all diligence, to add to your faith virtue, and to your virtue knowledge. So you're supposed to be diligent in this truth, man, no matter what. That's the whole duty, man. Being diligent, pushing the gospel, whether it be heard or forbear. You're supposed to push this gospel, man, to the four ends of the earth in all diligence. Hebrews chapter 6 and verse 11. End. Until the end, man. Because what the scripture say, man, he that endure end. And we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end. Until the end, man. Supposed to stay grounded in this truth to the end, man. This is 2 Peter chapter 1 and verse 10. It say, wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if ye do these things, ye shall never fall. Okay? For so an interest shall be ministered unto you of our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Wherefore, the brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. And that's what we're supposed to be doing, man. Giving diligence to make. And I got one more precept. And this is 2 Timothy. Second Timothy chapter 2 and Timothy 2 and let's see. 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 10. Therefore I endure all things for the elect's sake. Verse 15. Study to show thyself approved unto power, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. So we supposed to do studying. It's a study to show thyself approved unto power. Okay? When you study to show yourself approved, that makes you what? Let's get it. This is 2 Peter 3 and it's like it. First Peter's 3. Verse 3 and 15. But sanctify the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai power in your hearts, and be ready always to give an answer to every man that asks of you a reason of the hope that is in you with meekness and fear. So we study to show ourselves approved unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. It said, rightly dividing the word of truth, man, because you got to answer questions. You got to know how to be sure to answer any question according to what the scriptures say. And that's diligence, man. Staying grounded in this truth, okay? That's diligence, man. Being able to answer any question as someone asks you for the hope, okay, that's in you, man. It say, in all meekness and fear, because fear is the beginning of wisdom, man. The fear of Yahweh Yahweh Shai is the beginning of wisdom. So I just want to go into a few precepts, man, about diligence, giving diligence. We're supposed to stay diligent at all times, okay? Being diligent until the end, man. Now, if I want to close on that again, Hebrews chapter 6 and verse 11. And we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end, man. Until the end. So when you're in this tree saved, man, okay? And doing this, man. Oh, Philippians. Matter of fact, let me read that. This is about being diligent, man. This is about being diligent till the end, man. So this is Philippians chapter 2 and verse 12. It says, wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, man. Okay? With fear and trembling, man. Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, man. This is that diligence, man. Because when you feel Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, it's going to make you work out your own salvation. Okay, in diligence, man. Studying to show yourself approved, man. So you'll be able to rightly divide the word of Yahweh Yahweh Shai, so you can give an answer, man, to everyone that asks you, okay, for the hope that's in you, man, in all meekness and fear. These scriptures link up, man. Precept upon precept. You must stay diligent, man. Because what happened when you stop being diligent, man? That means you don't fear the Lord, man. That means you have no fear. Okay? Now, Lord tell you in 2 Timothy 1:7 that he didn't give us the spirit of fear, man. But we supposed to fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, because he said, fear him that can heaven. For Yahweh Shai hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. That sound mind meaning you're going to be diligent, man. Okay? You're going to be teaching in all humble and meekness, but you're going to stay diligent, man. Rightly dividing the word, okay? In truth, man. Edifying, in facts, okay? Constantly edification, man. When you stop doing that, that means you have no fear for Yahweh Shai. That's what that means. That you are basically losing your faith, man. And if you're not losing your faith, you're losing fear. If the Lord say he will destroy you, man, okay? Staying diligent shows the Heavenly Father, man, that you are serious. Hey, he know our heart, man. He know our mind, okay? Oh, matter of fact, precept on that. This is Psalms 94. And it reads, yet they say, the Lord Yahweh, understand ye brutish among the people, and ye fools, when will ye be wise? He that planteth the ear, shall he not hear? He that formed the eye, shall he not see? He that chastens the heathen, shall not he correct? He that teacheth man knowledge, shall not he know? The Lord knoweth the thoughts of man, that they are vanity. So the Lord know everything, man. Okay? The Lord know everything, man. It's nothing you can hide from the Heavenly Father, man. This is Psalms 34 and verse 15. The eyes of the Lord Yahweh are upon the righteous, and his ears are open unto their cry. Okay? Listen, man. The Lord hear and see everything, man. Okay? One more, and I'm going to close on this. Proverbs 15 and 3. And it reads, the eyes of the Lord Yahweh are in every place, beholding the evil and the good, man. So the Lord sees all, man, everything. I read to you in Psalm 94, man. He planted the ears, shall he not hear? He that formed the eyes, shall he not see? This is the most high power, man. Yahweh, who sees all things, man. So when you think you're getting away with something, you're not, man. So it's best for you to be diligent and do the work, man. Okay? Luke 9:62 say, he that taketh a hand off the plow is not fit for the kingdom of heaven, man. Listen. He that don't take up his cross, the Lord say you cannot be a disciple, man. Oh, gotta get this while I'm talking. This is Luke chapter 12 and verse 43. Blessed is that servant whom his Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, when he cometh, shall find so doing. Of a truth I say unto you, that he will make him ruler over all that he have. But and if that servant say in his heart, my Lord, delay of his coming, and that's what our people say, Yahweh ain't coming back no time soon, man. He delaying his coming, okay? He's not coming back right now. Look, man, the Lord got you in a trick bag. My Lord delay of his coming, and shall begin to beat the men servant, and maidens, and to eat and drink and not be drunken, and to eat and drink and to be drunken. The Lord of that servant will come in a day when he looketh not for him, and in an hour when he is not aware, and will cut him in sunder, and will appoint him his portion with the unbelievers. Listen, man, if you ain't keeping watch, man, the Lord have no value for you, man. Okay, when you come into the truth, man, you supposed to be on point, man. I'm gonna keep going my precept to precept, man, but that's the spirit. Precept just hitting me across the head right now, so I gotta bring them out. Hebrews 10 and 32. And it reads, Salaki 10, Hebrews 10 and 37. For yet a little while, and he that shall come will come and will not tarry. Okay? So Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah is coming, man. So for them that say the Lord that live is coming, hey, you a fool, man. That's why I say in 2 Peter 3 and 3, knowing that it's time that it shall come scoffers in the last days, saying, where is the promise of his coming? Listen, Yahweh is sending his son Yahweh Shah back, man, to destroy you unbelievers, man. Okay? And you ones out there that's not diligent, man. We supposed to stay grounded in the truth, being diligent. Thus saith the scriptures, man. Okay, though it tarry, wait for it, he will surely come. It will not tarry, man. Meaning he will not take long, man. Okay? He said one day is 1,000 days, is 1,000 years, man. So our time is not the Lord's time, man. And he tell you in Isaiah 55 and 11, if I ain't mistaken. Isaiah 55 and 11. Let me see. Isaiah 55 and 11, read this. It says, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, meaning it's going to do what it's supposed to be doing, man. It says, it shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereunto I sent it. Meaning you're supposed to go out and push this word, man, and be diligent pushing the word, okay? You're supposed to go out and push this truth, man, no matter what. Okay, verse 8, which is the point I was trying to make. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. They come in the hour when no man know, man. Okay? This is what Yahweh Shai said. No man knoweth the hour but my Father, man. So while you delaying the Lord coming, man, and not being diligent, staying grounded in his truth, you're going to be cut asunder and you're going to be cast out with the unbelievers, man. Because our thoughts are not the Lord's thoughts, man. Point blank, period. Our thoughts are not Yahweh thoughts, man. So he's supposed to stay grinding in the truth, man. Oh, what he told Peter, man. Let me read that. This is Acts chapter 1 and verse 6. It reads, when they therefore had come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, would thou at this time restore again a kingdom to Israel? Because when they thought when the Lord rose on the third day, that he was going to restore the kingdom of heaven to Israel. And he said unto them, it is not for you to know for the time of the seasons, which the Father hath put in his own power, but ye shall receive power after that Holy Ghost is come upon you, and ye shall be witnesses unto me, both in Jerusalem and in all Judea and in Samaria, and unto the uttermost parts of the earth. What's the uttermost parts of the earth? Here in the North America, man. So he told his disciples it wasn't for them to know that time, man. Okay? Just go preach the gospel, man. Just go and do the work, man. Don't worry about when is gonna be the time, man. He told him in Matthew, man, that he gave him signs, earthquakes, wars, rumors of wars, pestilences, diseases, okay, race riots, uproars of the people, concentration camps, martial law. These things is happening now, man. We are in that time now. Okay, floods, storms. Listen, man. Do the work. Be diligent, man, and do the work. The Lord say it was better for you to not know the way of truth, man, than to come into the truth and fall out, man. It would have been better for you to not even know the truth, man. Okay? It would have been better for you not to know the truth than to come into the truth and fall away, man, and be lukewarm or be cold, man. Hey, so with that, I want to say all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rakab, well, and a sincere salutation to all the Akim, pushing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, waking up the hope for the elect. Shalom to the Akwafu while listening and learning. Shalom.